No traffic, no pedestrians.
This is a video about me finding a little white boy in the middle of the street. 6:30, y'all. It was 6:30 in the morning. I found him. He had no shoes on. It was dark down here in North Carolina. It's just been a crazy morning for me. I'm not going to tell you what happened right now. Y'all got to watch the video and tell me what y'all would have did if y'all would have seen a white, strange little boy in the middle of the street with no shoes on. He had a dash on his face. Scared, shaking. What would y'all would have did in this situation? Comment down below. Tell me if what I should have did better, or what would you would have did? Yeah. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and turn your notification bells on. Yeah, we lit over here, y'all. So I'm coming from my friend's house, and I seen a little boy running in the street.
Where did you see him?
On Roxborough Road, or like where the McDonald's at? You know what? Yeah. 10 years old. He ran away from the hospital. The police tried to get him to where he needed to be.
What time was that about?
This was just recently. Like
about like 20 minutes ago?
No, like 5. Literally.
So you saw him pick him up?
Yeah. I didn't want to scare him off, you understand what I'm saying? So I didn't say too much. I just told him to meet me at my house.
I was waiting to go straight, but he started following me, so I kept running.
Yeah, he was in the middle of the street, like, help, 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 help. So I was like, what's wrong? And he was like, there's a man following me. And then I was like, get in. And then he was like, I said, where you coming from? He said, I don't know. And I'm like, where your shoes at? He said, I don't know where I'm at. So I said, well, where you live at? So he gave me his grandma's address. I guess.
What's the address?
And then as we going there, he was telling me he knew how to get into the house and stuff like that.
Where?
This is crazy. How long was you in the hospital for?
Like, I was gonna stay there more. This is my second week. I'm gonna stay there longer. I'm not gonna see grandma again.
Why do you keep saying you're not going to see grandma again? What's wrong with your grandma?
If I go back, I'm never coming back out. I think there's like 3 months until I got out. I couldn't deal with it. I don't know her phone number at all.
It really makes me sad because more cops showing up. It makes me sad because I was in the hospital when I was young. More cops.
Please don't send me back to the hospital. No.
Hello. I'm sorry.
So, you just saw him?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
I
haven't gotten hers. I've been trying to get as much from him. London, right? Okay.
Oh, you already got a call with somebody? Oh, when you got all that?
Yeah. Can I just use your pen and paper? You got her information?
No, not yet. I was just trying to get as much from him as I could.
What's your name?
Chanel.
Can you spell that?
Chanel.
You want to?
Terre. I feel so bad for him, y'all. He had no shoes on, no nothing. Different camera. He was in a different camera. Oh my God. I know he's just out here scared and everything. Thank you. I feel so bad for him, y'all. So I'm driving and coming back from my friend's house, and I see a little white boy just stay in the middle lane. So I'm like, he's like, I don't know. So I'm like, okay, get in the car. So as we go in the car, he's telling me the address. He's like, this is the address. It's where, you know, whatever he said. And then I'm like, you're an hour away from home. So do you remember what you did last night? Like, do you remember anything? He kept saying, no, I don't remember. I just want to get home. Please don't kidnap me. And I'm like, okay, but I'm terrified. Because I don't know this little boy. I don't know if he got something on him. I don't know anything. And he just kept saying, please don't kidnap me. Please don't kidnap me. And I'm like, I'm not going to kidnap you. But I got to call the cops. But I didn't want to tell him that I had to call the cops. So I called the cops. And I'm like, yo, and I'm sending the cop my address. I'm like, just please meet me at my address. Because I knew he was an hour away. And I knew I had to go pick up my children. And because I have to take them to school. So I'm like, cops, answer the phone, you know. And not answer the phone, but like meet me there. So I hang up. So because I didn't want to scare him, and I didn't want him to jump out the car. And then as I like U-turn, I didn't know what to do. So as I U-turn, I seen a cop car. He was like, this is not the way. This is not the way. And he was like, I don't want to go back to the hospital. So I'm like, oh my God, he was in the hospital. So I'm like, how did you escape from the hospital? Guys, mind you, he said, because I was bad. I went into the hospital and they're going to keep me for 3 months. And I said, oh my God, I feel like I'm kidnapping somebody's kid. So I'm like, how did you leave from the hospital? He said, because somebody opened the door and I ran out. Lord Jesus. He said, I ran out. So I'm like, what? So now I feel like I'm kidnapping a kid. So I'm flagging the cop. I'm like, beep, 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 beep. And she like, what's wrong? I'm like, I have a kid in the back of my car. I need your help. She's like, what you mean you have a kid in the back of your car? That's not your kid? No, I don't know who kid this is. I need your help, but I'm locking the door so he won't get out the car. He like, please don't send me back to the hospital. Please don't send me back to the hospital. I said, baby, I'm not doing this because I want to. I have to. And I felt so bad because he just wanted to go home. And people that been in them situations when they was at the hospital, you don't know how it felt like jail as a kid. And people don't understand that is not, they think that's the right thing to do, to send a kid to one of them places at the hospital, but it's not. This is just wrong. You feel trapped. You want to go home. And I felt his pain because I remember when I was in the hospital and I wanted to go home. I wanted to see my kid. It's just been a long morning, y'all. It's just been a long morning. And I'm just terrified and I'm just ready to go to bed. It's just been too a crazy morning. Like, calm down, girl. Odie, calm down. So, like, imagine y'all seeing a white boy just stopping you, little boy stopping you. Please, please help me, with no shoes on, no nothing. You don't know what's going on. Like, you don't know what's going on. God, I just pray that he get home safely. He get to where he need to be safely. All right, y'all, I gotta get off of here.
Okay.
Back up.
Bro, y'all messing the video up.
So I was driving, right? And then next thing you know, I just seen a little white boy. He in the middle of the street like, help me please, help me please. He had no shoes on, no nothing. And then it was a guy like this, walking behind him like, just walking. He like, somebody's following me, please help me. So I'm like, get in the car. So when I told him to get in the car, he was like, I said, where you coming from? He said, I don't know. I said, well, where you live? And then he gave me his address. And then he was like, I don't know where I'm coming from. I don't know where I live. He said, I'm confused. I really don't know nothing. So in this point, he's still in the back of the car. So I'm like, so I said, what's the address? So he told me the address. When I looked at the address, I uploaded the address. It was like an hour and 10 minutes away. So I'm like, you're an hour away from your house. He said, I know. He said, you pull up to the drive-thru. He said, well, you might not want to go through the drive-thru because it's cameras. He said, you might want to go through the back, but I know how to get in because I know where the spare key. He said, but when I get in, I'm going to lock the door. He said, I really appreciate everything you're doing for me. He said, please don't kidnap me. Please don't kidnap me. So I'm like, I'm not going to kidnap you. So I knew I had to come home because I knew I had to come pick y'all up. So I'm like, all right. So he said, so he kept going on, like, please don't kidnap me, please don't. I locked the door. Because I'm like, you're not getting out. Because I'm going to get you somewhere safe, you're not getting out. So I see the cop. He's like, I don't want to go back to that place. I don't want to go back to that place. I don't want to. So I'm calling 911. Because I was like, shoot, I'm not driving no hour away. And I don't know. And I was scared myself because I don't know if the little boy had something on him or like if my life was in danger. I don't know the little boy. So I'm like, I'm calling the cops on the phone. I'm on the phone with the cops. They're not answering the phone. I don't understand what's going on with Durham, North Carolina police, but they're not answering the phone. So I'm calling.
Durham, North Carolina, the police never answer the phone, and then they be hanging up in people's faces.
So I called them 3 times, and I'm like, can y'all please? I said, can y'all please come to my address? And I tell them the address. Woo. Then they're gonna act like they don't know my. They somehow this address is not in our county. Mind you, if this was a life or death situation, I'd have been dead. So I'm like, please, I need y'all to come to my address. And I told them the address again. She said, is it a B or a D? I'm like, at this point, never mind. Because I see the cop coming. I'm like, never mind, because y'all doing too much. I'm asking y'all to come to my address. Y'all doing too much. So I see the cop. So I'm driving. I'm like, beep, to the cop. She looking at me like I'm slow or something. I'm like, can you pull over? She said, I said, I need your help. Can you pull over? So she like, yeah. So she run my tags. Of course, they always bring the tags. So she comes, tap the back of my car, and she sliding her finger through the car, like through on the side of the car. So I'm like, hi, ma'am. I got this little boy in the back of my car. I don't know where he is, and I don't know where he's from. She's talking about, that's not your son? Bro, the little boy is white. How that's gonna be my son? So I'm telling her I just picked him up from like near McDonald's or whatever, and I'm like, he ran away from the mental hospital because he said, he was like, when I was beeping for the cop, he said, please don't, I'm gonna be in trouble. I don't want to go back to the hospital. I said, you came from the hospital? He said, I was in there for a month. I don't want to go back. They're gonna keep me away from my grandma. And then I felt bad. I really did. I started crying because I remember when I used to be in the hospital, and I remember when I wanted to go back to my family. So I started mutually crying because I said, I understand his pain. But again, me being an adult, I had to turn him back in. So she called her backup, and rest was history, you guys. Y'all see on the video. Bye.